You know what nobody tells you about seeds? They are not lazy. They are just waiting for permission. And most gardeners are accidentally telling their seeds to wait just a little longer. Not because they are doing something wrong exactly, but because they are missing one or two tiny little secrets that change everything. I am talking about going from staring at an empty pot for 3 weeks wondering if anything is even alive in there to seeing little green shoots poking through the soil in just a few days. Days, not weeks. And here is the part that surprised me the most when I first learned this. You probably already have everything you need sitting right there in your kitchen. Right now. Today. So stay with me because by the end of this video you are going to look at a packet of seeds completely differently. And your garden is never going to be the same. Welcome back to Easy Gardening for Elders. This channel is your little corner of the garden where we talk about growing things beautifully without breaking your back or your budget. If you are new here, grab a cup of tea and stay a while. And if you have been with us for a while, you already know we keep things real simple and just a little bit fun. Today we are talking about seed germination. And I promise you, this is not going to be one of those videos that tells you to just plant the seed and water it and wait. We are going much deeper than that. In the best possible way. 1. Why seeds sometimes just sit there. Before we get into the tricks, let us first understand something really important. Seeds are not being stubborn when they take forever to sprout. They are actually being very, very smart. A seed is a living thing. And it has one job. Survive long enough to become a plant. So it will not wake up until it feels like conditions are exactly right. Temperature, moisture, even light in some cases. It is waiting for a green light from its environment. The problem is, most of us plant seeds and give them conditions that are almost right. Not quite right. And almost right to a seed means stay asleep a little longer. So what we are going to do today is give those seeds conditions so perfect, so inviting, that they practically leap out of the soil to greet you. And every single trick I am about to share works with that natural instinct instead of against it. 2. The warm water soak. Here is the first trick, and it is so simple that most people walk right past it. Before you plant your seeds, soak them in warm water. Not cold water from the tap. Warm water. Think of the temperature you would use to wash a baby. Comfortable and gentle. Leave your seeds in that warm water for anywhere between 8 to 24 hours before planting. What this does is soften the outer shell of the seed. That outer shell, called the seed coat, is like a little protective armor. And in nature, rain and soil moisture slowly break it down over time. But when you soak the seeds first, you speed that whole process up dramatically. Now here is where it gets interesting. Some seeds, like sunflowers or beans, have thicker coats and benefit from a longer soak. Smaller seeds like lettuce or herbs. Just a few hours does the job beautifully. You can do this right in a small bowl or even a teacup. Put the seeds in, cover them with warm water, and let them sit overnight on your kitchen counter. By morning they will look a little plumper, a little more awake. Because they are. 3. The paper towel method. This next one changed how I think about starting seeds entirely. Instead of planting seeds directly into soil and hoping for the best, try germinating them first on a damp paper towel. Here is how you do it. Take a sheet of paper towel and dampen it. Not soaking wet. Just damp enough that it holds moisture. Lay your seeds on one half of the towel, fold the other half over them, and then slip the whole thing into a clear plastic bag or a sealed container. Now put that somewhere warm. The top of your refrigerator works wonderfully. So does a spot near a warm appliance or a sunny windowsill. Anywhere that stays consistently warm, around 70 to 80 degrees. Check it every day. You are looking for tiny little root tips to emerge. This can happen in just 2 to 5 days depending on the seed type. Once you see that tiny root peeking out, that seed is ready to be planted. And here is the beautiful part. You are not planting something and hoping it works anymore. You are planting something you already know is alive and ready. Your success rate goes way, way up. Just be gentle when you transfer them. That little root tip is delicate. A pair of tweezers or even a toothpick can help you move them without damage. 4. Scarification. Do not let this word scare you. Scarification just means giving the seed coat a little scratch or nick to help moisture get in faster. Some seeds, particularly flower seeds like morning glories or sweet peas, have such a tough outer coating that water struggles to penetrate quickly. A tiny bit of help from you makes all the difference. You can do this a few different ways. The simplest method is to take a small piece of fine sandpaper and very gently rub the seed against it just once or twice. You are not trying to sand through the whole seed. Just scuff the surface slightly. Another way is to use a nail file and give it just 1 or 2 light strokes. After scarifying, do your warm water soak and then move on to planting or your paper towel method. You will be amazed at how much faster those notoriously slow seeds begin to respond. This is one of those tricks that sounds very technical but is really just you being a little extra kind to your seeds before they get started. 5. Bottom heat. Here is the one that most gardeners never think about but professional growers swear by. Heat from below. Seeds germinate best when the soil itself is warm. Not just the air around them, the soil. And this is especially true for seeds like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and melons. Now you do not need to buy any special equipment. Though a seedling heat mat is a lovely little investment if you enjoy starting a lot of seeds. What you can do right now is find warm spots in your home. The top of your refrigerator is genuinely one of the best spots in the house for seed germination. The fridge generates warmth from the top, and it stays consistently at a temperature seeds absolutely love. You can also place your seed trays on a folded towel near a heating vent, or in a warm sunny window where the tray itself heats up from the sunlight coming through. Just check the soil moisture more often in sunny spots because they dry out faster. Bottom heat signals to a seed that the earth is warm and spring is here. And that signal, that is the green light they have been waiting for. 6. The dome trick. Seeds need moisture to germinate. Not flooding, not soaking, just steady, consistent, gentle moisture. And one of the easiest ways to maintain that without constantly hovering over them is to create a little humidity dome. If you buy seed trays, they often come with a plastic lid for exactly this reason. But you do not need to buy a thing. A simple clear plastic bag turned upside down over your pot works beautifully. So does cutting the top off a clear plastic bottle and placing it over a pot like a little greenhouse cap. This dome traps moisture and warmth around your seeds. You will likely not even need to water again until germination happens because the moisture just recirculates inside the dome. Once you start seeing sprouts push through the soil, take the dome off gradually over a couple of days. You do not want to shock the baby seedlings with a sudden change in humidity. Just tilt it open slightly for a day, then remove it the next. Simple, gentle, effective. 7. Light after germination. This is a detail that catches a lot of people out. Before germination, most seeds actually do not need light at all. In fact, some prefer darkness. So covering them with soil and keeping them in a warm spot is perfectly correct. But the moment those first shoots emerge, they need light immediately. And not just a little light. Good, bright, consistent light. If you are starting seeds indoors and relying on a windowsill, rotate your trays every day so all the seedlings get equal light, and do not lean too far toward the sun. A south-facing window is ideal. If your seedlings start getting tall and thin and a little wobbly looking, they are reaching for more light than they are getting. This is called legginess, and it means it is time to get them closer to a light source. Light after germination is not optional. It is everything. It is how a seedling goes from surviving to thriving. Now you have the full picture. Warm water soaks, paper towel germination, a little scarification for the stubborn ones, bottom heat, humidity domes, and the right light at exactly the right time. These are not complicated techniques from a laboratory. These are small, thoughtful acts of kindness toward your seeds. And seeds, just like people, respond beautifully when they feel cared for. So the next time you open a seed packet, I want you to think of yourself not just as someone planting something, but as someone giving a living thing the very best possible start. Because that is exactly what you are doing. If this video helped you today, please subscribe and do hit that like button. It truly means the world to this little channel. Drop a comment below and tell me which trick you are going to try first. I read every single one. And if you are not yet subscribed, this is your sign. We post new garden tips twice every week right here just for us. Until next time, keep your hands in the soil and your heart in the garden. I will see you in the next one.